Looks like we've got a light bulb out. Fortunately, on a Jeep Wrangler, it's pretty easy to change. So here's how you do it. All you'll need is a Torx size T15 screwdriver and, of course, light bulbs. It's probably a good idea to do them in pairs, since when one goes, inevitably the other one is not far behind. Today we're going to use Sylvania Silver Stars. They're fairly bright, although they don't have a long lifespan. They're guaranteed for 12 months, and I've used them for years, and I often get about twice that much. We'll begin by removing the trim ring that goes around the light bulb, and we'll do that by removing one screw here, a second screw here, and there's a third screw right up in here. Using your Torx size T15 screwdriver, remove the 3 screws that fasten the bezel to the back side of the lamp housing. Put the screws somewhere where you won't lose them, because believe me, they're easy to lose. Now just pull straight out. A little tricky sometimes. Now you can set the trim bezel someplace where you won't lose it. Not real likely, since it's a large piece of chrome, but you don't want to step on it and scratch the nice finish either. With the trim bezel removed, we can actually see the 4 screws that hold the light bulb in place. One on the bottom right, one in the upper right, one on the left side, and one on the bottom left corner. It's extremely easy to lose these screws, so use a finger to support the bottom when you're getting the last couple threads loose, and then carefully remove it and set it aside. And remove the trim ring that holds the bulb itself in place, and then gently pull it out. On the back side of the bulb itself is the connector. Use one hand to hold the light and the other to hold the plug, and just wiggle the light back and forth to unplug it. Taking your new bulb, just insert the plug into the connector. You'll feel it kind of engage in place. And then gently set it back in. Now before we install the 4 screws that fasten the trim ring and the bulb, which secure it to the bulb housing in back, just make sure that the lettering, which indicates that the bulb is positioned correctly horizontally, is right side up, and that it is level with the ground. Now just carefully reinstall the 4 screws that secure the bezel, which mount the lamp to its housing behind it. Looks like everything's straight, so go ahead and snug those down. They don't go very tight, just to where they're firm. I would suggest tightening them gently with your non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so I'll tighten them gently with my left hand. Just take a sec and use a damp rag and wipe around the edge on which the chrome trim piece rests. That way you don't get any dirt between it and your paint, which will slowly wear it away over the years. Now we can install this piece. It's thicker on the bottom than on the top. That'll tell you how to orient it. We have 3 screws to attach that. You have now successfully installed a new headlight in your Jeep. Other side is the same as this side. It's really a piece of cake.